What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivinganga. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to be back with another video. Today's video is going to be nice and simple for the beginners out there who struggle with eyeshadow. I know you're going to enjoy this video, but before we get into all of that, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're notified every single time I post a video. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with showing you guys the tools that I'm going to be using. So one thing I love when I'm doing eyeshadow is I love using blending brushes because that's what it's all about, just blending. So I'm going to have like a couple of blending brushes. You really don't need all these blending brushes. You can just use maybe one or two. I'd say two, because you'll need one without product that you'll use to blend out. So I'm going to be using, okay, these are three blending brushes. This is a flat brush. I'm going to be showing you guys what I'll do with that. As you can see, I've already done the rest of my face. Today we're just going to focus on the eyeshadow so that it's in depth and you guys are able to, you know, get every single step. The other thing I'm going to be using is, of course, eyeshadow primer, because it's important. If you want to get color payoff, you can use whatever eyeshadow primer. This is the one I use. It's the NYX Proof It. And I'm going to be using my Rude Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. So you can just use whatever eyeshadow palette you have, really. It doesn't matter. So yeah, let's start. So I'm going to start with prepping my eyes, of course. So I'm going to use my NYX eyeshadow primer, applying that all over my lid. So as you can see, I'm using my finger to blend. Using your finger allows you to warm up the product and it blends out easily. That's okay, that's going to work. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyeshadow palette. I'm going to show you guys the colors that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to take my first blending brush. I'm going to go in with this light brown color right here. So the reason why I'm starting with this very light shade of brown, it's not very light actually, but it's a lighter shade of brown, let's say, compared to this other one right here that I'm going to get into. So this brown color is what you would call a transition shade. Now it's important to use a transition shade because it allows you to blend out your eyeshadows properly. So if you want to ensure that there is no obvious difference between your eyeshadows, make sure you use a transition shade. So this is my transition shade of choice. Ideally you should use a matte color, a matte shade, a matte eyeshadow. A matte eyeshadow is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, ideally you should use a matte eyeshadow. Yeah, just blend that out all over your lid space as I'm doing. You will notice that with eyeshadow you just have to blend. Actually, with makeup in general, if you want it to look nice, just make sure you blend it out. So I start with this part of my crease, and then I just bring it towards the inner part of my crease as I blend it out. I don't take it all the way up. Even though my eyes are hooded, I will not take it all the way up, just because I want to give myself some space to blend out the product. So let's do that right now. So for today's look, we're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to do like a simple eyeshadow look where we're going to start with this transition shade, add the color that I'm going to be using for the outer corner, then add a shimmer for the inside, and that will be it. Just because I don't want it to be complicated, so I'm not going to go into my next eyeshadow brush. This is a clean brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out this first color. So as you can see, I'm just bringing it all the way up. That is why I did not want to bring the other one all the way up when I was just applying it and packing it on. Once that is blended, we're going to go into this darker brown color, and this is what I'm going to use towards my outer corner, and I'm going to start with packing it in as I'm doing. You will notice that I'm not really blending because that's not what I'm focusing on. What I want to do first is to pack it on until I see some color payoff. It just depends on your preference. So for this particular look, I want it to really pop before I start blending it in. I also love to apply some close to my lash, especially when I'm using like a darker color. Sometimes I just go all the way in with a darker color. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just taking the same brush I used for the transition color, using that to blend the darker color into that transition color to make sure that there's that seamless blend. This does take a bit of time, so don't be in a hurry. Be patient, take your time until you're happy with the blend that you will get. Lastly, we're going to go in with a shimmer shade for the inner part, from the inner corner, and just bring it maybe all the way up to the middle. So I'm just going to go in with this golden shade. It's just a nice, easy, simple, everyday look, and this is a look that I wear a lot, so I figured it would be a good one to use for this demonstration. I usually like to use my finger to apply my shimmers just for better pigmentation, and I find that I'm able to blend it out pretty well. There are no harsh lines. However, I wanted a bit more precision because your finger can be a bit messy, so I just went in with a brush, just packing on the shimmer until I was satisfied with how it was looking, doing the same for both eyes before going in with the brush that I had used for the dark brown color, just to blend in the two colors together, the shimmer and the dark brown, just to ensure that there are no harsh lines and there's no like distinctive difference between the two shadows. Yeah, and guys, that's pretty much it. So the other thing I love to do is I always do my lower waterline because it's important. Please don't forget to do that when you do your eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take another flat brush. I'm going to take the dark brown color. This is the one. So I'm just going to use this, bring it as close to the waterline as I possibly can. If there's one thing I really struggle with, it's applying any product on my lower waterline, but you know, it has to be done. So what I do is I just take short breaks just to make sure that I don't tear up too much and ruin the whole look. After doing the eyeshadow, I applied a bit of eyeliner, then I applied my lashes just to complete the look. Once the lashes are done, we are pretty much done with this look. The only thing I had not done is highlighter, so we're going to do that together. I'm just going to use the same shimmery shade I had used just to highlight the areas of my face that usually catch the light. I'm just going to take like a bigger brush and try and blend that out a bit more. So guys, this is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. I tried to make it as simple as I possibly could. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to my channel. It's really helpful to my channel, so don't forget to do it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.